3, 2, 1, go.
It's time to chit chat with your favorite pop culture critic. Now, how I'm gonna talk to y'all with no mic? I'm here talking about some welcome. It grabbed. The mic is not on. It is not on. Oh my goodness. Hello. Happy Monday. I forgot I even was sitting here looking like this. I said, oh my goodness. Ain't nobody called and told me nothing. Nothing. Oh, Lord, you should look in a mirror before you go live, shouldn't you? Hello, happy Monday. Happy, the only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace Day. How are the people? How are you doing? How was your weekend? Hello, hello, hello. As you come in, as we chit chat on this here mic, the mic is on now. We do have to start the afternoon off by saying, please rest peacefully, Wanda Smith. Y'all know I am from Jersey, but I moved to Atlanta, the South Side, specifically as a kid. And so I did a lot of time down there, and that is a second home to me. I used to listen to Wanda Smith and Frank Ski getting ready for school, right? Always been a Radiohead. I told y'all that. Egypt Shepherd, Wendy Williams, Roxy. It before she was on 106 and Park, she was on Power 105.1. Like, I am a radio girl through and through, right? So I used to listen to Frank Ski and Wanda on the way or getting dressed for school. I used to have, listen, y'all, I used to have an old school boombox until I think my junior year because my cousin accidentally broke it. She broke my boombox that I got for my birthday, my 7th birthday. Oh my God. I got it from the Wiz. That's how old I am. Anyway, back in the day, and I do think it was Frank Ski and Wanda. If it wasn't, oh my God, how embarrassing. But anyway, they used to do a word of the day where they would say the word and you would have to, like, you called in and you would have to say what you thought it was. And on this particular day, me and my best friend, we talk about it all the time when we get to school. Like, well, you heard the word of the day because it was a joke. It was all a joke. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, this particular word of the day was Keer, Keer. And they was like, oh, hi caller. What do you think? What do you think cure means? You got to use it in a sentence. He came in. The word of the day is cure. I don't even care. Not care, but cure. So now to this day, this was years ago. To this day, me and my best friend, like whenever something happened or it'd be like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to come. She's like, no, that's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay. So Wanda Smith, please, girl, rest in peace, boo. I don't even 2024 will not let us go. Hello in the chat. Hi, Tam. Hi, Mary. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. If you're watching over on Instagram, y'all know I got to go and check the Instagram comments because I do not be seeing y'all. Maybe could I put y'all on another screen and then I can see you here? Oh, that kind of works. It's also a little hectic. Well, hello. Okay, welcome. I hope you're having a good time, Instagram. I hope you're having a good time, Twitter. Okay. Um, no, I am mad about that. Like everything is a joke, but also not too much. Not too much. That cannot go down as Wanda Smith's defining moment, especially since he drug her. Told her she had gnarls from the fingers that she had been gnarling on. Talking about only one of us got $25 worth of jewelry on. He read that lady for filth. Oh my God. Oh my God. But also Wanda Smith was not just a radio personality, she was a comedian. And so, a little bit, not too much. Not too much though. Right before I came on here, now my chain sitting like I'm really a rapper. Hate that. Right before I came on here, First of all, housekeeping. Let me tell you this. I think we're going to do lives like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The news do not be newsing enough right now in this season for me to be on here every day talking to y'all. And I love y'all damn. It's not that at this particular moment. You get what I'm saying? So that's number one. That's housekeeping. Number two, I am not like excited for the downfall of anybody because all of these downfalls, the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, they're victims, right? They're people involved. So to say that like I'm excited implies that like, oh, I can't wait for these victims to come out. Like, cool, that's not the case. But I do find it interesting. We live in a world, a hip hop, a National Enquirer type world where all of these stories about all of these people have been around for forever. And so it is like ridiculous to assume that people would not be invested in like finding out, was that a myth? Did it really happen? Like, what's tea? You know what I'm saying? That being said, I'm very interested. I like this little position right here. I get to lean. Hold on. Let me get my foot positioned. That way the chair don't roll back. Oh, hold on, Holiday. I get to lean. The mic is right there. Oh, gag. Okay. I'm excited to find out whether or not Sloan was correct. Does the downfall of does the downfall of Jay-Z begin in November? Again, not excited, not praying on. I just be interested to know, like, do they be tapped in? Do they be knowing a little something? Like, where is the Tiscaroni? That being said, I was watching a video right before I came on. Of an ex NFL player who was basically talking about how he fell out with Jay-Z for saying that the internet was rigged. And after, not the internet, excuse me, the NFL was rigged. And after he came out saying that the NFL was rigged, I'm so excited. After he came out saying that the NFL was rigged, they were like trying to, thank you so much. The man brought me a bagel. I'm so excited. They were trying to like invite him to have, where do I put this? To have like a special interview. And he was basically saying, like, that's how the people get you, Chad. I'm so mad that I lost that video. I had it queued up right here waiting for y'all. Hold on. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. All I need is a little bit of tea. And then I really be out here thinking I'm Wendy Williams, child. So yeah. Then 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 there was Bow Wow. Bow Wow came out and said that the party scene ain't had no motion since Diddy went to jail. Like, hello? Do you not know that this man is accused of sexually assaulting women and kids and men, but kids specifically? I'm so tired. Do you make enough money to not be talking to me? Like, why? Why? Some of these celebrities, I'm really like, mm-mm. Don't speak to me. We have had enough. We have had enough. Baba has been in this industry since he was a fetus. Hello? Ain't his mother name like Teresa or something? Teresa done had this boy in this industry since he was 6.5 weeks old in uterus. Okay. But now you want to be on here. Y'all know how old Bow Wow is? The fact that you talking about BT ain't got no motion. BT Weekend ain't got no motion. And we out here with people who is damn near 20 years, 10, 15 years younger than you. It shouldn't have no motion, Grandpa. Go home, Roger. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Norm said, Bow Wow needs to stay out the chat. And do. Why are you speaking? That's where we're at with it, unfortunately, because shut up. Like, shut up. This is so fun because on if you guys used to follow me back when we were on just TikTok. I mean, when I first started, there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter, there was no posting on multiple pages, baby. I was posting on TikTok and TikTok only. And some of the chit chatters would come, baby, and we would be eating, we would be drinking, we'd be chit chatting about what's the goings ons is. So this is making me happy. Now, Kamala Harris, we are 22 days away from the election. And y'all know big time, I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, but I am here to have intelligent conversations. And in order to have intelligent conversations, you have to be well versed on the thing that you're talking about, right? And then, so if you are well versed on the thing that you're talking about in this instance, which is politics, walk me through the thought process of voting for Trump. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. And the thing that I always find interesting is I never in my comments have people who are like, oh, well, I'm voting for Trump because of this, or no, I don't like that way Trump phrased that or said that, but here are my reasons for voting for Trump. There's never that. There's never that. It's just always cut to, well, Kamala did this, well, Kamala did that. Last week, this man was in Detroit and told the people in Detroit, a swing state, a state that he so desperately needs to win, that if they elect Kamala Harris, that Kamala Harris will turn the whole world in to Detroit. So you came to them people's city to insult them? Why would you do that? If you guys were here yesterday, I was on live with Natalie from Femtero, and she was channeling Kim Porter, Clive Davis, Whitney Houston. We had a good old kiki. But in her conversation, she talked about how it was of her belief that Kamala Harris will win the election by default because she doesn't think that Trump is going to make it to November 5th. And not because of any unaliving attempt. She thinks that this is because of health reasons. And I believe it was somebody said Politico, but I also thought it was New York Times that did the piece of how angry Trump has been, the uptick in anger in all of his rallies and all of his speeches. In Coachella, he had a heckler at the event, and he says to the heckler, it was so, what he said was so all over the place that I had to go find the video, because when I was reading it in New York Times. When I was reading, I was like, this makes absolutely no sense. Like, I was reading it out loud. Like, I was like, I know Trump is a rambler, but like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So there was a heckler at the event. They got him out, and he tells the heckler to go home to mommy. He then says that the heckler's parents were Trump supporters, and that kid was going to go home and their mom was going to be like, was that you heckling Trump? And then that kid was going to get the hell knocked out of them. Now, as crazy as that story sounded, I added in words to make the sentence sound coherent. Let me find it. I'm going to read it to you. Hold on. Incoherent babble is what it was. I'm truly, hold on. Let me, no, not that. Where is the, get the hell? I'm going to tell you. Hold on. Yes. The AP, child. The AP is going to give it to you. Former President Donald Trump called for a protester at one of his rallies to go back home to mommy, to get the hell knocked out of her, in the latest instance of using violent language when confronted with demonstrators. The protester was ejected from Trump's Saturday evening rally in Coachella, California, as the crowd jeered her. Trump said, "Go back home to mommy." She goes back home to mommy. Trump continued imitating the imagined mother. "Was that you, darling?" And then she gets the hell knocked out of her. "Her mother is big fans of ours," the former president finished before returning to her speech. Her mother and her father. Like, first of all, even if there was no question surrounding whether or not Trump was healthy, y'all know that Trump wasn't never giving y'all his health records. Y'all knew that. That part is not shocking or surprising. Shouldn't be, at least. That man was never going to turn him over. He didn't even turn over his financial records. "I'm healthy. I'm very healthy. I'm fine. Nobody has been as healthy as I've ever been before." Like, okay, sir. Okay. And it's getting desperate and it's getting scared. I also wanted to talk about, though, Meghan McCain. And this is what I get. Because I knew when I said publicly, I agree with Meghan McCain, she was gonna make me regret it. The thing about Meghan McCain is I am an old school View watcher. Respect to all them ladies that's on there today doing their thing, but I'm talking about I watched The View. "He's the healthiest man ever. I'm telling you, impeccable health. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna give you good health." Like, okay. But I'm talking about when back in the day when The View used to be like The View, it was like prime time, must watch television. The View was so good back in the day that I was scheduled for 11 o'clock in my job, and my job knew that I wasn't coming in until 12 because they knew that Elle's not coming until The View goes off. I do what I want. But we know who Meghan McCain is. There's no surprise there. Meghan McCain, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, we know exactly who these women are. They've been on the show. So over the weekend, basically, Meghan McCain threatened to, I guess, open her mouth and tell the world exactly what she remembers about what John McCain used to say about Kamala Harris. And I was like, why do we need that? If you side with Kamala Harris, if you think that Trump is a threat to democracy, and you're going to do something unprecedented and not vote for Trump and all of those things, why would you create divisiveness? Why would you create the confusion? This is Meghan McCain, somebody who understands politics well. We're not talking about somebody who doesn't get it. We're not talking about a low-level content creator who is on here talking about like, "Oh, if we have money to send to Israel, then we have money for." We're talking about somebody educated in the space of politics. And this is what they're doing. I think it's all very telling. Also, Kamala Harris just rolled out her opportunity agenda for Black men. Y'all got to read. Y'all got to read. We're 22 days out from the election. You have to read. To say Kamala Harris not talking about lowering the rent. Again, this is, and this is the part that I don't think y'all understand. Kamala Harris is being accused of being a socialist, of being too liberal. There are certain things that have to be not hidden because they're in plain sight, they're in the doc, but there are certain things that have to just be put into the document, and that can't be the talking point. that can't be the most focal forefront of the thing. Things have to be considered. This is still politics, right? You still have another party who doesn't want to see you succeed. So certain things, if you, oh, we're going to lower rent, then you come out and now you give your opponent talking points. Again, this is a race. This is a race. Y'all have been in school politics before. This is a race, a presidential race. You cannot give your opponent any ammo. But Kamala Harris just came out with the opportunity agenda for Black men, where she's got 5 different points that she's laying out to help Black men and therein, by proxy, help their families. I just did a video on it. If you want, you can go watch it. That's really it. Things weren't juicy this weekend. I do want to remind you that my inbox is always open if you would like to tell me a secret. If you need some advice on something, you can drop that in my inbox at lsaidthat@gmail.com. Until then, we'll be back on Wednesday. Bye. It costs free $99 to be a good person. So get out there and do that shit.